Ever notice how some drum tracks sound a bit too stiff or mechanical, even with great samples? That lack of human feel can really take away from an otherwise solid beat. The secret to bringing your drum patterns to life and achieving truly realistic beats is to automate drum velocity. By introducing subtle and intentional variations in how hard each drum hit plays, you can mimic the dynamic performance of a live drummer, making your grooves breathe and feel much more natural. The core reason this works is that no human performer hits an instrument with exactly the same for every single time. A live drummer instinctively varies their strike intensity based on the groove, the instrument, and the musical phrasing. MIDI velocity, which ranges from 0 to 127, directly controls the volume and often the timbre of a drum sample, allowing you to replicate these natural performance nuances digitally. To implement this effectively, begin by identifying the key drum elements in your pattern such as the kick, snare, and hi-hats. For hi-hats, try creating a gradual velocity fade on open hats or subtle increases and decreases on closed hats to simulate human swing. For snares, vary the velocity on ghost notes significantly lower than your main backbeats, and add slight random deviations to the main hits. On kick drums, use lower velocities for fills or less prominent beats and higher velocities for driving, impactful hits. A powerful technique is to draw in your initial drum pattern and then go back to fine-tune the velocity values for individual notes, either manually with your digital audio workstation's piano roll or using a humanize function if available. A pro tip for advanced realism is to layer different samples triggered by specific velocity ranges. For example, you can have a softer snare sample play at lower velocities and a punchier, more aggressive snare sample activate at higher velocities. This technique, often called velocity switching or round robin, greatly enhances dynamic range and prevents repetitive sample playback, elevating your drum programming beyond static loops. Additionally, consider how velocity affects the decay or envelope of certain samples, as this can add another layer of organic movement. Ultimately, mastering drum velocity automation is about embracing imperfection to create a more engaging and authentic rhythmic foundation for your music. By consciously shaping the intensity of each drum hit, you are not just adding dynamics. You are injecting personality and a palpable sense of human feel into your productions, making your beats resonate with listeners on a much deeper level.